我们想强调的是，中方一贯主张对伊朗的单边制裁应该早日解除，希望美伊双方共同落实好已经签署的谅解备忘录，继续推进谈判，推动伊朗问题早日实现全面政治解决。我们想强调的是，中方一贯主张对伊朗的单边制裁应该早日解除，希望美伊双方共同落实好已经签署的谅解备忘录，继续推进谈判，推动伊朗问题早日实现全面政治解决。中方已经多次就有关问题阐明立场。巴拉圭政府和领导人应该顺应历史潮流和人民愿望，早日站到历史正确的一边，站到国际社会绝大多数国家的一边，做出符合本国根本和长远利益的正确的决断，不要再自陷孤立。我们注意到，洪都拉斯政府此前已就相关问题作出澄清，让赖清德当局的谎言外交暴露无遗。我们要强调的是，台独分裂逆流而动，不得人心，注定失败。中方愿在一个中国原则基础上，推动中国与洪都拉斯的关系不断向前发展，更好惠及两国人民。事实上，我们也注意到，中方主管部门已经多次阐明了立场。我们认为你的这个印象是不正确的。中方多次指出，当前中日关系面临严重困难，根源在于日本执政当局在涉及中国台湾和军事安全领域的一系列错误言行，责任完全在日方。我们也想请你问问日本为政者，能否尊重中国核心利益，停止干涉中国内政，能否恪守中日4个政治文件精神，维护中日关系的政治基础和经贸合作的必要环境，能否反思纠错，以实际行动展现推动中日关系重回正轨的诚意。
They're not winning or anything, but they have some capability. They can still shoot. You know, they shot a drone yesterday at a big ship going into the Hormuz Strait. They shot 4 of them. We knocked down 3 of them. One of them, I guess, we didn't miss it. It's one of the biggest things ever to happen in the Middle East, the killing of Soleimani. People have said it's the biggest thing to happen in 100 years because he was a dominant force. I actually think that Khomeini and all of the people in Iran were happy about it because they were afraid of him too. Over the past few weeks, the stock market and your 401ks skyrocketed upward like pretty much nobody's seen before. Oil prices are plummeting downward, and the world is a much safer place. We had to take that detour to knock out Iran. If we didn't do that, and we're still, we still have a fight. They have some capability, not much. They're not winning or anything, but they have some capability. They can still shoot. You know, they shot a drone yesterday at a big ship going into the Hormuz Strait. They shot 4 of them. We knocked down 3 of them. One of them, I guess, we didn't miss it. Nobody saw it coming. And it hit a ship and did some damage. But you can't do that stuff. But very soon we're going to be at $2.50 gasoline. We're doing much better this time. And again, we did have to make that excursion. How would you like to be given the best numbers we've ever had as a country and tell people, guess what, we're going to war, and nobody in the room knew what I was talking about because it wasn't their thing. And I said, we got to stop them from having a nuclear weapon. Because you want to see problems? Let a crazy country have a nuclear weapon. You'll see problems like you've never seen before.
On Iran, Mr. President, you said that Iran violated the ceasefire.
Yeah,
Will they face any consequences?
Well, you'll find out.
Do you consider the ceasefire to still be in place?
I don't like the fact that they took a shot yesterday, actually 4, we knocked down 3, at a ship, not an Allied ship, but a ship, a very expensive ship, and it was fine, but it took a little beating. They shouldn't be doing that, so you'll find out.
Will the U.S.
You'll find out
Will the
exactly.
U.S. respond? What is your message to
Will I
Iran?
respond? You're going to find out.
Sir, why do you think they did that if the talks, you've said repeatedly they're going well? What do you think the motivation is for attacking the ship?
They're a little bit different. That's why I think of it. 47 years, no president did what we're doing. So you just asked a question, you'll find out. Okay, I think we had enough.
Hi. The yeas are 50, the nays are 48. The concurrent motion is agreed to. Hi. The yeas are 50, the nays are 48. The concurrent motion is agreed to.
Gelombang serangan besar kembali mengguncang Ukraina. Rusia mengklaim berhasil menghancurkan pusat komando drone dan menyerang sejumlah fasilitas energi di beberapa wilayah, termasuk Kiev, Sumy, dan Chernigov. Kementerian Pertahanan Rusia menyebut bom FAB-500 dan rudal KH-39 digunakan untuk melumpuhkan target militer Ukraina. Sementara itu, militer Ukraina melaporkan Rusia melancarkan 56 serangan udara, menjatuhkan 163 bom berpemandu, serta mengerahkan lebih dari 6.300 drone dalam 24 jam terakhir. Konflik yang telah berlangsung sejak 2022 itu terus menunjukkan eskalasi, meski rekaman yang dirilis Kementerian Pertahanan Rusia belum dapat diverifikasi secara independen.
Pemirsa, Amerika Serikat dan Iran mencapai kesepakatan damai setelah kedua negara bertemu secara virtual pada hari Minggu. Sejumlah poin penting disepakati kedua negara termasuk penghentian perang secara menyeluruh.
Amerika dan Iran telah sepakat berdamai meski baru bertemu secara virtual pada Minggu 14 Juni dan baru akan menandatangani kesepakatan pada Jumat 19 Juni di Swiss. Tercapainya kesepakatan dua negara ini ditandai dengan asap putih yang keluar dari Gedung Putih sebagai tradisi yang selalu dijaga di Gedung Putih. Beragam spekulasi menyebut ada upaya agar Iran dan Amerika tidak mencapai kesepakatan, termasuk spekulasi isu perbedaan pendapat di pemerintah Iran. Namun isu ini dibantah tegas oleh Presiden Iran.
شورای امنیت نشستن و با قاطعیت با تمام اکثریت قاطع به اصطلاح حالا مسبب کردم الانم دارم گفتگو میکنن که ببینن چجوری هر چیزی هم که صلاح باشه رهبری نشون بده همه ما هم سپاه هم بسیج هم نمیدونم دولت همه ما اطاعت خواهیم کرد.
Dikutip dari kantor berita Mer Iran, sejumlah poin telah disepakati di antaranya. Berakhirnya perang secara menyeluruh, pencabutan blokade Amerika di perairan Oman. Selat Hormuz dibuka, sanksi Iran ditangguhkan. Rencana rekonstruksi Iran senilai 300 miliar dolar Amerika. Pencairan aset Iran yang dibekukan sebesar 24 miliar dolar Amerika yang setengahnya dibayar di muka. Serta pembicaraan nuklir dalam 60 hari. Sejumlah negara sudah menyampaikan dukungan dan ucapan resmi atas tercapainya kesepakatan damai Amerika dan Iran, termasuk dari Sekjen PBB Antonio Guterres.